You see that number? This is morning of day 4. I missed the video last night trying to get in the bed. I was really late getting in the bed at 11:30. Well, actually it was up midnight when I finally did get in the bed. So I missed the video yesterday, but waking up this morning, getting on the scale, that's the number. So just to remind you, 3 days ago I weighed 260 pounds and now I'm sitting at 247.6, and actually I think 3 days ago I weighed 260 points, a few digits. So I've lost almost 13 pounds total in 3 days. And yes, that's water and inflammation. That's inflammation. I am losing inflammation all over my body. I have lost probably a little bit of body fat. I can tell that I was burning body fat yesterday. Had an amazing experience yesterday. I went to the gym for the first time since starting back. And I got in the gym and I did some intense total body weightlifting. I did one set of each body group to failure. And so what that does for me, and I use a time over tension method in which, like for example, I started with leg press. I got on a leg press and I did enough weight to where I would fail somewhere between 45 seconds of pressing and a minute of pressing, and I ended up getting about 10 repetitions. The repetitions are not as important as the tension, the time that you are under tension, your time that your muscles are expending energy. And basically I did that same principle for chest, back, shoulders, and arms, biceps and triceps. What that effectively does is it causes you to use up your glycogen stores that are in your muscles. And once I got rid of those glycogen stores, and another thing that it does is it causes your body to secrete lipase, which is an enzyme that breaks down body fat for fuel. And your body does that during high intensity workout because it recognizes that the glucose that's in your muscles, the glycogen, will be burned up, and eventually you're going to need another supply of energy. So it starts breaking down body fat to be used as fuel. And once that body fat, the triglycerides are turned into glycerol and free fatty acids, they're floating in your blood, readily available to be used by your muscles. You can take advantage of that, and I did. I got on a treadmill, I put it on a 3-degree incline, and I just jogged for 10 minutes. It was a slow pace that I could control my breathing. I was not huffing and puffing and out of breath completely. I was breathing hard, but it was very controlled breathing for 10 minutes. And that should have, in theory, burned up some of those triglycerides that I had freed up during the high intensity weight training. And I'm telling you, it was an unbelievable feeling for about 3 hours until I finally ate a meal. I actually didn't eat a meal until 1:30 yesterday. But I'm telling you, I was burning fat like a champ. It was unbelievable. I was just bouncing off the walls with energy. Burning body fat for fuel like I turned on yesterday is a clean energy feeling that I can't even describe. My mind was just so clear when I was talking to people, making jokes, laughing. My mood was wonderful, and I just had a really good experience, and I knew that I was burning body fat for fuel. And the way that I know that is because I had depleted myself of glycogen. I hadn't eaten in over 17 hours. Actually, yesterday I think I went 19 hours, almost 20 hours from the time I ate the day previous until my breakfast at 1:30 yesterday. So it was almost 20 hours of no food. And so to complete a workout and then feel as good as I felt and have as much energy as I had, that just leads me to believe that I was burning body fat for fuel. So some of the weight that I've lost for sure has been some body fat, but a lot of this weight is coming from the fact that I haven't eaten any carbohydrates, and my body is losing water weight, thus losing inflammation. Okay, so yesterday for breakfast, I'll just run through what I ate. I had heavy whipping cream in my coffee. I used some MCT oil, and if you're not familiar with MCT oil, I have a link on my webpage under the blog that I'm doing every day, and there's a spot on my Amazon store that I have the MCT oil, and basically it is medium chain triglycerides, and it's really like coconut oil, and medium chain triglycerides cannot be stored by your body. So it's fuel that can't be stored. So you either have to use it or you excrete it. So I had cheddar cheese, sausage. Okay, that was breakfast. And that was, like I said, that was about 1:30 yesterday afternoon. And then I went to visit my grandmother in the hospital about 2 hours away, and had a good experience. My uncle had come in to see her. Got to spend a lot of time with her, with my family, and I came home. Actually, before I left the hospital, I had my dinner, and that was about 7:45, almost 8 o'clock at night last night, and I had prepared that meal prior to leaving the house because I knew that I wasn't going to be around when I was potentially going to start being hungry. So I had some blue cheese on venison that I had cooked, about 4 ounces of venison, and I had 2 eggs that I had fried, and I had 2 sticks of cheddar cheese, and I fried the eggs in a tablespoon of butter, and that was my dinner. Okay, that's 610 calories for dinner, and 793 calories for breakfast, totaling 1,400 calories. And then, theoretically, my 10 minutes on the treadmill burned 173 calories, which I believe is completely inaccurate. Yeah, a guy my size, doing the work that I was doing, even after I got off the treadmill, I burned a lot more than 173 calories. But that being said, 1,400 calories, I know that doesn't sound like a lot of calories, but you have to understand that my body is getting the calories that it needs. If I burnt 3,500 calories yesterday, which is probably about what I burned yesterday, just, through the workout, walking around and breathing and living, I burned probably 3,500 calories at, the 250 pounds that I weighed. My body's getting that. It's just not getting it from the food that I'm eating. It's getting it from burning fat store. Okay? So what happens to people is they're eating carbohydrates and they're shutting their body's ability off to tap in to the fat storage. When you consume carbohydrates, your insulin spikes and you cannot burn body fat for fuel. So people that are on 1,400 calorie diet and they're eating 6 times a day, and those 6 meals include sweeteners, artificial sweeteners, or sugar or carbohydrate of some sort, then the only thing they have to operate off of that whole day is that 1,400 calories. And that's why people feel terrible on 1,400 calories. You should not feel terrible on 1,400 calories if you're burning body fat. Okay? Because I'm not on 1,400 calories. I'm on 3,500 calories. Because I don't eat carbohydrates. Okay? So that's the difference. And that's why I don't feel terrible. That's why I don't have headaches. That's why I have a ton of energy this morning. Is because my body's getting the energy that it needs. Even though I haven't eaten a surplus of calories. I hope this helps. I'm going to continue the blog and going to post these videos that I've shot. Day 3 is in the book. This is day 4. I wake up this morning, feeling great. 247 pounds, on the right track, doing the right things. A few little tweaks here and there. I could eat more fat, and I'm gonna try today to dip into some of my tricks and pull some stuff out of the hat and increase my fat intake percentage up to, I'm gonna try to get up to at least 80% today. That's my goal, and I'm gonna try to get some more sleep. I need to sleep more. I only got maybe 6.5 hours of sleep last night, and that's just not going to cut it. Later on in this diet, for me to get to ketosis, I really need to concentrate on my sleep habits. One thing that a lot of people don't realize is we burn a lot of fat while we're sleeping. Probably, I think I've heard 70% of the fat burn is during sleep. So you really need to hit those deep REM states of sleep in order to maximize the fat loss potential. And that's what I need to do. I need to fix that. And I'm going to try to fix that this evening maybe. So anyway, stick with me. We're going to do some crazy stuff later on. Hopefully once I complete this this video blog and I reach a state of nutritional ketosis, we'll do some tests and see what I can do with ketosis. Alright, until next time, like the page, subscribe please, share this information with as many people as you can. It could help a lot of people out there. It helped me. I wish I had known about this years and years ago. It would have helped me all through my life. So don't keep all the fun to yourself. Share the page, like the page, subscribe to my website, subscribe to my Facebook page, ogrespeck.com. is the website, and then Facebook/OgreSpec is the web page or the Facebook page. And if you're watching this, you're on the YouTube channel.